Hi, my name is Tamaz Gelashvili, Grandmaster from Georgia, and I'm gonna analyze the game we played NYC chess against Facebook, the Facebook challenge. So I'm gonna analyze the game for you. So I guess it will be exciting, and I'll try to answer all the questions you had from your comments that I wrote. I read on the Facebook. So b4, knight f6, knight f3, e6, e3, c5, c4, d5, c takes d5, e takes d5. Everything is fine, so good. Check. Here black has three normal moves. Knight c6, knight d7, and bishop d7. Well, knight d7 is probably the worst one, so knight c6 is maybe the best. But bishop d7 has no problem at all. The position we get is about equal. So takes, knight takes, and here I guess it was the first mistake black made in this position. They took with the bishop. This natural move, taking with the bishop, which looks very good. But in fact, the square is for the knight to go to e4 later, and the bishop must stay on d6. So this is the position you have to try to get with two knights here and the bishop here. Okay, so that's why taking with the bishop, which looks natural, is not the best move in this position. So castle, and because you see here after knight c3, black get some problems with the d5 pawn, and the only normal move this knight has is b6. Well, unless you want to move it back and to c6, but it's just too long and just wasting a lot of time. So that's why knight b6 is forced. And now after b3, this knight is completely misplaced, has nowhere to go, and as you know, this knight stayed here till the end of the game, doing nothing. So rook c8, bishop b2, knight e4, rook c1, rook e8, queen d3. Well, this is the position, the second critical position I wanted to stop. This sacrifice is very interesting, but I don't know if it's the best though. But you could continue developing your pieces, playing something like queen d7, and actually this is not the place for your rook. This rook must be here. So that's why put your rooks in the center, and then at some point try to do something with this knight. Maybe from c8, maybe from, I don't know, somehow to get it into the game. But this sacrifice, which looks interesting, I don't know. Just two pieces are very strong in this position. Take, rook c8, rook to f1. Well, of course, black is not forced to take it immediately. You could play again. Black could play again queen d7, because you can take it anytime. And now all those ideas with the sacrifices, they don't work because of the pins, and just the knight is protected, and there's no square d4 for me. So that's why black could continue to play queen d7 simply, and then at some point then take here. So taking on f2 immediately was a mistake. Take, queen d7, knight b5. Well, at this point I remember there were two moves. They had 5 votes each, h6 and a6. So h6 was a very bad move, because I can do the same, take here, attacking your rook, and when you go here, I play here, attacking, threatening checkmate, and then take, and then in a few moves my knight will escape, so I'll have 3 pieces for the rook, and the position is completely winning. So that's why a6 was a better try. Well, from the beginning, at this point, I wanted to, when I went knight b5, I wanted to play something like this, just to have solid position, threatening to go to f5, getting some attacking chances. But then I saw this idea with the sacrifice, rook a8, and bishop g7. So, frankly speaking, when I took on g7, I wasn't 100% sure that I'm winning, but I was definitely sure that I could get a very strong attack, and it could be decisive. Well, this was a mistake, a very big mistake. After rook takes a7, the position is lost, because you don't need to take this knight. This knight cannot escape anyway. So black had to take on g7 first, because this knight is way much stronger than knight on a7. So when king takes on g7, I have knight e5. A very strong move. attacking a queen and a pawn. Now if you move your queen and if you try to sacrifice it for my rook and the knight take, then I'm gonna take here, I'm gonna take on h7 and then give check and this knight will fall. So the position is lost for black. I mean, two rooks are not so strong here because I'll have queen and the knight and two connected pass pawns. So the position is lost. That's why when I play knight e5, you have to take it, then check, here, taking. And at this moment, somewhere at this moment, I stopped calculating because there are 1,000 different checks for me, and I was just show that my attack on a weak king with the queen and the rook must be very strong, because even if you take my knight, your pieces, the black pieces, are out of play, and I can give check here, check, for example, and then I can go for this idea, threatening checkmate, for example, here. I mean, go here, take a rook to g3, then give check, then give check again, and king is coming out, and it should be winning for me. But even if I can't win, even if I can't find the forced checkmate, I can always take this knight here. So take a piece back and then win the d5 pawn also, and the structure will be better anyway for me because the king is weak. So I can only say that this sacrifice, my knight is here. The sacrifice was intuitive. I mean, just my intuition said that it should be good. That's why I decided to go for it, and I just wanted to play some nice game, interesting and exciting, and not just, you know, strategical and 100 move game. So that's why I went for it. But this was a terrible mistake. Rook takes a7, bishop f6. I don't know. Maybe this move is also winning. Maybe this is also winning, and then bishop f6 and then check. So you cannot even give me this check, which you did in the later, to exchange rooks, because now there's no defense against queen g3. So that's why I think knight e5 was winning, but this is also winning. I mean, bishop f6, because you can't stop, black cannot stop knight e5 when queen g3. King is just too weak, and 4 pieces attacking, and those 2 pieces doing nothing here. It's, I mean, black is simply lost. So rook e4, I think it was the best idea, best defense, best move. Knight e5, check, best again, here, take. Of course, now I can't take it with the king because you exchange queens, and I'm lost. So yeah, I take it with the queen. Queen c8, queen f4, and here you made the final mistake. I mean, the black gave check, which is losing immediately. So the better try was play king f8 immediately, because now, well, I have 2 mating threats here. One is this, and then checkmate, and another one is this. That's what I did in the game. But with a queen on c8 and king on f8, you can protect both, because now if I play here, then you give check, and then you play here, and then queen goes to f8 after queen g8. Though this position is also lost. I mean, I can even take here, and then come queen f5, and just with such pieces, black is lost anyway. And if I play here, then queen has this square. Okay, queen has a e6 square, and there is no checkmate. Of course, my king is here. I also have this move, and just simply win knight, because there was no perpetual check. I mean, when you play queen 4, I can always cover, and I can hide my king on g3. I mean, even if black tries to give a check like this, I go there, and I can hide my king here with my bishop and knight. So the position is also lost. But at least it's not a checkmate, and I mean, you can black can play rook a8 and maybe hope for a mistake or something from my side. But at least it's not a checkmate. That's why black had to keep queen on c8 and first play king f8, and then see what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna threat checkmate like this or with the queen g5. But there was no checkmate, as you see. So I think I was gonna take here. I was gonna play this move. Though I have another very interesting move. Play b4 here to get the square, c5, and then threatening checkmate again. I think maybe before also works. So then the position is lost. I mean, with the best play from both sides, position is lost. But this is just losing immediately after king f8, which is the only move.
Master, how you doing?
Which is the only move after bishop g5. There's no defense. There's checkmate on f7, so the only move is here, and then either knight g6 check or bishop d8. I mean, both moves win. So that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the game.
Okay, bye.